Hi, I'm Caroline Weaver, and I'm from Body and Soul Companion. We are on week 18 of the spiritual exercises, and today we are going to look at Luke 21, verses 1 through 4. And I want to, at the get-go, say I'm going to put a link into the description that has a beautiful imaginative contemplation actually that I did with the Jesuits in Britain, and it's 30 minutes long, so it's long, and but it's beautiful, and it's a parallel passage. So I think it's the widow's. It was about the widow's gift, but we're going to be in Luke 21, but I think it's in the book of Mark that he does it in. But it's beautiful. He leads you gently through it. I did these during COVID. I did the Jesuits in Britain. There were like up to 100 of us in a Zoom room, and he and this woman named Iona would lead us through imaginative contemplations and just lovely things. There were other people in the group, and then we did it every Wednesday. So now they only do it on the first Wednesday of the month. So I highly recommend it. They do break you up into groups so you can talk to people. So it's an hour, but they also just do the imaginative contemplation part, which is about 30 minutes, and then they put it on YouTube. So I will even put a link to all the YouTube videos because they're great. I benefited so much from it. So turn this off right now if you want to do that, because we're just going to do a simple imaginative contemplation of the widow and her gift. So I invite you to close your eyes, to breathe slowly. Big breath in, long breath out. Where are you tense? I want you to think about that. Where are you holding on to tension in your body? Let go of any muscles that you're holding on to. Feel the support of your chair. Pay attention to your breath. Now, pay attention to your ribs. You might even want to put your hands around your ribs like this and just feel them expand front to back, because your ribs go out. Your lungs fill your ribs in the back and the front and the sides. I still am. I'm a Pilates instructor, and that's a big part of it. Full breaths. So let's fully breathe into those ribs. Feel the press of the chair when you expand your back, ribs, and side to side. If you have your hands around your ribs, feel them expand to the sides. And exhaling all your air and relaxing into your chair. I'm doing that because God cares about your body too. He cares about you bringing your whole self to the time of prayer. So in that relaxed and comfortable position, I invite you to think about anything that's occupying your mind. Go ahead and think about people, situations, hurts, dramas. I'm going to give you some time to think about those. And then imagine, just one by one, Lord, take this burden, and I give it to you. So I'll give you a little bit of time for that. Lord, we pray that more of our day would be directed to your service and praise. And we seek the grace to make choices because we are free interiorly from anything that would inhibit your will in our lives. We want to choose what is more. We want more of you so we can choose more of what is for your glory and the service of others. Luke 21, 1 through 4. And he looked up and saw the rich putting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw a poor widow putting in 2 small copper coins. And he said, Truly I say to you, this poor widow put in more than all of them, for they all out of their surplus put into the offering, but she out of her poverty put in all that she had to live on. And while some were talking about the temple, that it was adorned with beautiful stones. I kept going, sorry. Just 1 through 4. So to give you context, Jesus is at the temple and people are giving their money into the treasury. And there's a crowd around him. And the whole time the scribes and the Pharisees are watching Jesus. And he's already said, beware the scribes and Pharisees. So I want you to put yourself in that scene. You might be one of the crowd. You might be a scribe or a Pharisee. You might be the widow that opens her hands with just her little bit. So see Jesus look up and see the rich walking one by one, hearing the clink, clink, clink of their gifts, coins into the treasury. Look at the rich people and the look on their faces. Look at Jesus' face. And then see him look at the poor widow. What's the look on his face when he looks at the poor widow? And she has 2 small copper coins. Clink. Hear the clink, the second clink. Clink. What's the look on his face? What is he feeling? What do you think Jesus is feeling? And then look at the widow. What do you think she's feeling? What's the look on her face? And then hear Jesus' words. Truly I say to you, this poor widow put in more than all of them. And he looks, see him look at the rich people. He may be even pointing his finger, saying all of them. For they all out of their surplus put into the offering. Maybe even more coins. Clink, 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 clink. There was the sound of their coins. The coins was much louder probably than the sound of the widow. The poor widow. And Jesus continues on to say, but she, the poor widow, out of her poverty, put in all that she had to live on, everything. She gave all that she had. On hearing that, what's the look on the widow's face? And then what's the look on Jesus' face? And what's the look on the rich people's face who just put the money in the treasury? What do you think they feel hearing those words from Jesus? Haughtiness or guilt? Pondering what he just said? The rich men might have different reactions. I guess it's not just men, it says just the rich. But try to put yourselves in their shoes and feel what they might be feeling. And then think about the scribes and the Pharisees. What are they thinking as they look on? What's the expression on their face? And what do you feel hearing those words from Jesus? And now see Jesus turn to you with a look of love on his face and say, what do you have to give? So I'll let you, this is a very short day today because I want to keep you in that moment of Jesus asking you, what do you have to give? So have a conversation with him about that. Be blessed.